kids this weekend if the weather isn't so nice in your neck of the woods. You're in Vancouver, Thor, of course. It's going to be raining a little bit. So it's time for the Fam Jam, and we are chatting with BT Vancouver's Thor Dykow with us this morning. Good morning, dude.
Good morning. Hey, I just want to say as well, the life of Riley, it means living a carefree and relaxing life. And the term has been around since the 1900s.
Well, you know, when I was doing that thing, say, back in the 1900s.
That's right.
What is it just a term? It wasn't in any movies or anything?
Hakuna Matata.
It's just an old term. My parents used to use it all the time. But I digress. Okay, let's talk Artemis Fowl. It's out on Disney Plus as of today, and it's based on the Owen Colfer series of novels. It's based on the first one. There's 8 of them, actually. Young adult science fiction fantasy, and it follows a young prodigy who teams up with a dwarf and a fairy to help rescue his father. But this got us thinking, what are some other great franchises that have come from book series mainly geared towards kids?
And?
Well, the big one we have to start off with is, of course, Harry Potter!
Harry Potter!
Yes! Goblet of water!
I mean, this is probably my favorite. Expelliarmus! J.K. Rowling gave us 7 books. There were 8 movies, of course, because they split the last 2. Started in 2001 with The Philosopher's Stone, ended in 2011 with The Deathly Hallows Part 2. I love these ones, and it really put all of those kids on the map when it comes to acting. And the visuals, the world building, the themes. I mean, it's dark stuff eventually when it gets through to the end there. But these are beloved by everyone worldwide.
I was going to say, it does get progressively darker for the little ones, so it depends on your child. So all you muggles, consider yourself warned.
Ooh, well played, well played. Let's go to the Hunger Games.
This is another huge series from American author Suzanne Collins, a trilogy of books, and the movies were split into 4, so they, again, split that last one into Part 1 and Part 2. But this solidified Jennifer Lawrence as a bona fide franchise star, this and those X-Men movies. Sort of a sci-fi dystopian young adult adventure film, well, all of them really, and a lot of great cast members in these ones. You got Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth, Woody Harrelson, Elizabeth Banks, Donald Sutherland, and the look of these movies was really pristine, and I love the effects. And to me, the second one is my favorite, Catching Fire. Really captures the essence of the books really well. It's got great action, and that was kind of my personal favorite, but they're all great.
Next one up, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Who doesn't remember reading the C.S. Lewis books in middle school? There's actually 7 books. They only made 3 movies. Disney did the first 2, and then they had some budget issues, and Fox took over. But The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, still my favorite. That debuted in 2005. There is talks about doing another one, but it might be turned into a Netflix series.
You know what? I got to tell you something, Thor. I once got stuck in a mirror maze at an amusement park, so I can't watch this next one, Thor.
The Maze Runner.
Maze?
Yeah.
I'm not good at mazes.
Okay, yeah, The Maze Runner is a trilogy from James Dashner, an American author, and it was turned into a trilogy of movies led by Dylan O'Brien. And the first one is really cool. It sort of has this Lord of the Flies type vibe of these kids on this strange, well, they're not really in an island, but they're in this secluded area. They don't know how they got there, and they're trying to find a way out, hence the maze. It was turned into 3 films, as I mentioned. Notably, this series made big news on the West Coast here because Dylan O'Brien, the star, suffered a really horrible injury while they were filming the movie in Kamloops in our interior here. But these ones are cool. I particularly enjoy the first installment.
Okay. How does it end? I'm kidding. We don't want to ruin that.
And then the last one, of course, this is one all the kids love, Goosebumps.
Yeah, it's got a horror origin to it, but it's a lot of fun, so they mix comedy in with it as well. Jack Black is so great in the first one, and this is from R.L. Stein's Goosebumps series, and R.L. Stein rose to fame in the 90s. I remember reading these books as I was sort of transitioning into high school, and they were hugely popular. They were wanting to do a Goosebumps movie for years, going all the way back to the 90s with Tim Burton attached. They couldn't figure out which book to adapt, so they decided to take elements of all the great stories, pack it into one movie. That's the 2008 one. There is a sequel as well with a Halloween vibe, and they're working on a 3rd movie, but these are a lot of fun, and the book series actually has sold over 400 million copies worldwide in 32 languages, so got total universal appeal. It's actually the 2nd best-selling book series in history after Harry Potter.
Harry Potter!
Thor, you are a wealth of cinematic knowledge.
Patronum!
Oh, does that make us disappear? Is
Sorry.
that the
I don't know.
I don't remember what the spells do. I just remember them.
Yeah. Just
Thanks so much, Thor. What would you do with $55 million? Quick question.
I would buy an island and invite the entire BT family.
Oh, and we'd all live the life of Riley.
Yeah, that's right.
Full circle.
All right.
That's a bow. Have a great weekend, my friend.
You too.
We'll be back with more BT Canada right after this.